Di nuovo online, ma sempre con lo stesso problema di audio. Io non riesco a risolvere stavolta, non si sa, non si capisce il motivo. Non c'è audio da parte appunto dello streaming. Non riceviamo l'audio.
much these three right now, Campbell and Blizzard and Schmidt. Solon is pulling away from Schmidt there with a backmarker in the way. He's just got out of the way, letting these cars all come through. Wood coming in on Crow as well. I believe that's Josh Wood of Phoenix Racing Team. Verhulst and Vel is Vel in the pits though, or is Verhulst just come out of the pits? Oh, this could be interesting.
Già il terzo e il sesto sale box. Grandissimo.
Yep, drivers slowly making their way into the pits now, making their driver changes.
Devi fare quel ponteggio per favore, Andrea.
So I think Crow had a drive-through. That was what DT stood for.
Elettronica?
La pompa te l'ho attivata.
Sì, perfetto.
Numero 15.
Ok.
10. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1.
So Gilman and Desh also have a drive-through. It looks like their penalties will be served with these changeovers too, which makes sense really. I mean, you'd hope that it would. Have a look at what the battles we have got going on. I don't think there'll be many right now because drivers are coming into the pits. So we are just going to let the autopilot camera take control as we ride on board with Blizzard from Phoenix Racing Team. He's coming into the pits as well. I do like the commentator job, and I think I would like to race sometime sooner if I can get myself in a team. It needs a practice first, but I'm trying to do my best at this commentating. There's just not much going on right now with drivers coming into the pits and stuff, so it's kind of a bit of a quiet time. Drivers pitting, doing their changes, so. But yeah, no, I enjoy commentating. in lap 24, 22nd time penalty for Mucky, car 2073, causing a collision, causing car number 99 of Amor to spin. Erdman really wants his position off of Schmid right now. Well, I mean, shit happens, doesn't it, really? So, it's just unfortunate, but you take what you take, and you just got to drive and do your best to hopefully make sure it's not an issue. There's keeping, I think that's Galley behind him, very, very close. I don't know, and more seem very squirrely and all over the place. Galley trying to, Galley trying to make a move. There's now 1.7 seconds between the two. Exactly, keep their head down and push. You've made a mistake, you've got to try to correct it or do your best to remedy the mistake. As we go back on board with Erdman, who has overtaken Smith. Car number 920, heavy braking into that turn. Got a nice voice to listen to, well, thank you very much. As Schmid trying to make the move on Erdman, but does he have the pace and momentum? No, I've been large strolled, for God's sake! Schmid does get the move done on Erdman, but does Erdman come back? Literally changed at the worst possible moment, the autopilot did. As Schmid kind of gets caught up with a back marker, and Erdman trying to capitalise on that, but Schmid has come back to regain that P4. He's like, nope, you're not having that. I'll take that back. Thank you very much. And down the pit straight they come. There's a blue flag for the car there. Lamborghini looked to have its hazards on for a second there. I'm just going to stick with these two because no, we're not. Is Verhulst and Mucky coming close together again? Can Verhulst make the move on Mucky? Yes, he does. Verhulst nice, clean and tidy, but Mucky wants to come back to attack car number 10 of Verhulst. As Schmid has now regained 600 the second lead, now 800 the second over. On board now with Dyer, who doesn't have much going on. There's not many battles going on. We're going to go back down to Dash and Kraut, as Kraut is trying to make a move on Dash, or Dash I should say, of the little car. We are back on board with the little car. Let's see what they can do. As Kraut is trying to overtake one of the back markers, and he's caught behind another back marker. Desh will say thank you very much, catch him up. Kraut's gone wide. as Desh trying to keep defending off this back marker. I think it's Dealman that the back marker is trying to fight back to unlap himself off of Desh. The back markers are paid actors. Yes, as Crow tries to overtake one of the back markers defending, and does he make the move on Desh as well? No, he does not. Coming down that pit straight. I think yes, it is the pit straight. Crow is now. Desh is like, thank you very much. You can take that back marker and you can have that battle with him instead. You can battle him. I'll just continue with my race. You can fight him off. That back marker not making it easy for Crow to get through. But you know, if he can fight back, he can fight back. You know he has the pace. So as Desh is now pulling away, got a 1 second lead over Crow. So we are going to head to Dyer and Muck now. Sorry, Muck is coming very close to Dyer, but Dyer is very close to Fairholst. Nice little battle for P9 going on right now. Dyer's just dropped off the back of Fairholst by a couple of hundredths of seconds. Well, Muck has remained the same between Dyer, but he's not gaining a little bit. And Muck's going to make the move nice and easy as Dyer has just... Will he battle forward though? What will he do into that final corner? Will he try and keep that inside line? But Muck has got past him as Dyer moves behind to try and get the slipstream. As he's right on the tail of that Lamborghini. He's tried to get the outside line. You can carry just that little bit more momentum through that outside line, but it's just not going to be able to this time. Yeah, that's quite unfortunate for Dyer right there, as he was right on the tail of Fairholst, and then he's just missed out to Muck as well of car number 73. Going to go to Reisenhauer now and Norris, as there's a very close battle going on between the Aston Martin and the McLaren. Aston Martin's up into P18 now. I don't think they've pit though, so they do. I think they are yet to pit at some point.
Sabato serve qualcosa?
No, a posto Andrea.
Vado a prendermi il pranzo.
Vai, tranquillo.
Back to Schmid and Erdmann. Erdmann's got Schmid again. He's now approaching the back marker at Eisenhower in the Aston. He just makes way for the... Eisenhower made way and then put his foot down again for Erdmann to come through, and then it's flipped the McLaren for Sebastian Erdmann of the Phoenix Racing Team. That's what it looked like from here, I'm not going to lie. That's allowed Schmidt to close the gap to Erdmann. As Laor and Desch are still to serve that drive-through penalty. As Norris did have Eisenhower. Here we go, coming in the back of you. Hang on, we've got to go back to this. Does Norris get Eisenhower? Yes, he does. Norris coming through into turn 1 on that outside, and then has the nice inside line of turn 2. Unfortunately for Eisenhower, has lost out to the quicker McLaren this time. As Leo looks to be in the pits, serving the drive-through. Yes, Leo is serving the drive-through penalty it was given. There we go. This crowd nearly making contact with Leo again. Coming out of the pits, drivers need to be careful. It was mentioned in the briefing that drivers have to be wary of the drivers coming out of the pits. As the drivers coming out of the pits have the right of way on that pit exit line. Schmidt and Erdmann still battling very, very hard as they come out of that long Le Mans straight. Yes. Instant between car 99 and 994. So Kozlowski and... Where's 99? Amor, they've both been given a car 944 has been given a warning for... Sorry, 994. No, it's 944. Has been given a warning to be careful into turning into a corner when a car is on your inside. Yeah, that's kind of nice. Danilo Tolu, he was hitting the tracks a lot this week while I was doing the testing. Definitely looks strong. Sat in P19 at the minute, but I reckon he can make a bit of a comeback. I hope I'm muting my mic for my sneezes there. Let's have a look to see what else is going on. As Amor and Dyer are both got... There's a yellow flag there. As Amor and Dyer have collided. Sylvain Amor of the Phoenix Racing Team has collided with the Dyer, or vice versa. Amor taking it on the chin though, and he's got back racing, back up to speed. There's going to be some serious damage. There could potentially be some damage there though that might take a while to fix.
Finalmente ce l'abbiamo fatta risolvere con l'audio. Abbiamo l'audio originale della live e della gara degli organizzatori.
Good afternoon.
Samuele Calarco. Mi sono accorto che sta girando lui, ora è il momento del suo stint. Vediamo come va e guardiamo anche se riusciamo a collegarci direttamente col suo camera.
You've had a really good race. You've had a solid race so far, making up those 2 positions on lap 1 and very nearly into P1. That was a very good start from yourselves. Amor has just made a move on Bell, but can Bell do something back? Let's go over to them. I don't think it can, because that Ferrari is looking very, very strong. As Desh is going into the pits to serve his drive-through penalty. That is the little car. Just going to stick with them all right now, as it's the only gap that's coming between them and Bell. Quite the battle between Ash Mason and Desh coming out of the pits. Let's go over to Ash's car, see what's going to happen when Desh comes. Does Desh come out of the pits? Just after. But what about Gifford? What issues does Desh cause for Gifford? Not any, really. Got out of the way. Simply lovely. Way before it happened. I'm going to stick with the little car for a bit because I just love this. You'll be fine. You'll be great. Trust me, you'll do great. You're pulling away from Solan, which is good. Solan and Erdmann have had a very, very good battle, so Solan's a bit preoccupied right now, so you don't have to worry about that. You're pulling away from him in a minute, but you'll be fine. Your car pace is looking strong, so good luck for the next stint. I'm assuming that's going to begin at 3 for you guys, so yeah, that's 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock sim time. Yes, it is. Incident between car 720 and car 944 of Kozlowski. 10-second time penalty from 944 for cutting turn 1 and causing a collision. So that's this driver here in the red AMG. Cutting turn 1. Causing a collision with Bell in the McLaren. Currently on board with Bell from Phoenix Racing Team. As he's done it again! Does he make the move on Dyer, or was that a back marker? That was a back marker. God, getting my tense right up, and the next minute it's just like, yeah, let's go to a different driver. Whew. But no, personally I've never liked Paul Ricard until the GT races. The GT races make it really good. Personally, when I'm watching like the F1 and stuff, I found it quite boring, but the GT stuff, it's quite entertaining. Just going to head over to car number 193 as Layor is trying to get close to Crow. So the R8 LMS Evo 2 trying to take on the McLaren 720S. Yeah, unfortunately, at least it's not 10 hours or 24 hours, it's just 4 hours. I don't mind it with the, because it's a slightly different layout, is it not, for the GT races than the Grand Prix tracks, or is this the Grand Prix track we're on today? So Crow keeping Layor at bay, making that gap bigger. You know what? Let's go to the leader. He's looking comfortable out in front. Murray is looking very, very comfortable out in the front. Car number 13 of the Ferrari 296 of the Rolling Goat Racing Team.
Non si lavora al cazzo questo.
He's enjoying life. Erdmann once again going back on Salan. Reisenhauer into the pits, but Salan coming back again at Erdmann. Well, let's go have a look. These two are just... I'm just watching the timings. They're just going at each other all the time. Erdmann makes it bigger, then Schmidt's like... Salan makes it bigger, then Erdmann's like, come back here, I want to race you. And Salan's like, no, go away, leave me alone. So... quite a good battle going on between Solan Racing Team. I believe it's Phoenix as well. I think Erdmann's a Phoenix. Yes, he is a Phoenix Racing Team driver. Lyle once again looking like he's closing that gap to Krau. There he is in the Audi R8. That car does look good. Oh, he's getting very close now. We're going to stay on board with Lyle right now as he thought about going on the inside of Krau. Had to put the brakes on a bit harshly, he thought, which allows Krau to keep his momentum going through. Allowing to just make a tiny bit of a gap between the two of them, but not much. Verhoe's looking like he's coming at Kozlowski, he's making a bit of a gap there. Crowd just go for a little bit of a slip inside round that area of the track. To be honest, does look to be a little bit of a company sector. Runs just a little bit wide into that turn, but he still gets a nice exit out of there as Muck looks to have got a yellow flag. What's gone on here? He has spun out. Lazy Sim Racing, unfortunately for Muck. He's just spun out I don't know what happened there. Verhoest is also spun. Was that the two of them coming together? Verhoest spinning again. Hopefully Verhoest can keep going. That's unfortunate for him. As we're then going to head back to Laor, who wants to overtake Krau sometime today. But Krau just making it a little bit difficult for him, pulling away. Ash Mason closing in on Desh. That gap is looking a little bit better than when we're just watching right now, so we're just going to go take a quick peek at this one. What's going on here? Ash Mason looking to overtake Desh on the little car. So this is Hydra, who you heard earlier. He's driving in the Ferrari 296 for Phoenix Racing Team 6. Does have to be careful though, as he has a driver on his tail, a Winter Mantle. He's just there in the Aston Martin. There was a bit of a gap between them. Desh has just about made a little bit of space in between the two of them, but how long will that last before the Ferrari 296 tries to go for the overtake on the M4? Verhoest coming back at Dyer after rejoining the track. With Moray now with the fastest lap. I don't know when it was set, but it's a 1:54.2. Have a look at Verhoest. What can he do for Dyer? You can see they're literally the cars in front. Verhoest moves to the inside, looking to see if there's space. There was not enough space for him to make the move. Well, not enough necessarily space, but he's too far back. So blue flag versus the back markers as Rinky is flying round, making some ground there. Come around the back markers of all the way up to Ash Mason and the likes of. As their host is still looking to make the move on Dyer, who's from Phoenix Racing Team. I don't know what number.
Samuele, quanto ti rimane distinto?
Ancora mi dice qua 28 minuti mi trascorsi.
Ancora c'è una buona mezz'ora.
Comunque se guardate il primo e il terzo mi sembra non sono entrati ai pit. Non sbaglio,
Ma io da qua posso andare a fare il torneo ai pit?
Dash has finally moved away from Ash Mason. Who? Oh, what's going on here? Ash Mason and Wintermel coming very close.
Secondo,
Literally not even 100th of a second between them when I last checked. There is Ash Mason
mi
breaking
esce
hard
uno.
with Wintermel looking to get with that back maker.
Anche a me mi esce uno, gli altri no.
Back marker.
No, vabbè,
Trying to push through with Wintermel, overtaking Ash Mason along with
Okay.
Rinko. He's taking advantage of Rinko coming around Ash Mason with Wintermel just.
Però quando
You know, it's just like, come on with
il primo,
I don't know who that is.
il terzo e il quinto correvano con lui. E cioè sarà che hanno fatto,
don't know who's in
fatto
that
il cambio pilota.
Mercedes.
Sì,
Sono
hanno
entrati-
cambiato, il primo ha cambiato.
Ah sì?
It is buggy,
Allora
isn't
sarà
it?
sto faccio di ACC qua.
Let's go to the bonnet. No, is it?
Guarda il cartello vicenda vedi che non
I
c'è
don't
più.
think so. Was it Kozlowski? No.
Ok.
Ah, it's Luitas. Trying to lap Ash Mason and the racing just over there.
Effettivamente il secondo non ha cambiato pilota. La qualifica l'ha fatta Rank e ora c'è Rank.
Ash Mason and Wintermantle being shown that blue flag
del primo
to let them know that Sluitas wants to overtake. As Ash Mason goes just a little bit
Quinto,
wide, and that
a me mi
might
dà
have just enabled
Schmid.
Sluitas to get some pace to go through and round.
Yeah,
Ash
fuck the
Mason
Brula
surely
qualification.
must let the Mercedes come through now. Yes, he does.
Anche quello dietro di noi non ha cambiato pilota.
That's very unfortunate for Ash Mason. He had a really good go at Wintermantle. There's a really good gap between the two of them. It's just unfortunate that back mark, the Rinky managed to just take it out of them. Ash Mason now under pressure from one of the Porsches as well. Is it Thompson from Intercontinental Racing? Could well be. But could it also be Buck? Either way, we are going to head back to Solan. I think it's Daniel Solan from Cronus Racing Team and Toby Schmid from ABT Sportsline. Those two still going at it very, very hard. Incident between car
Non capisco perché non riesco
720, which is
a
Burl,
passare,
and
perché
car
secondo me
number
sto faccio più
944.
56
Again,
euro.
Kozlowski. Kozlowski giving a second warning for weaving on the straight.
Allora, torno fra 20 minuti. Giro ancora un po', arrivo dopo.
Armour and Kozlowski is once again Solan's pulling away from Erdmann. These two are just going back and forth. It's like a to me to you sort of situation we got over here. So we're going to go on board with Amor and Kozlowski, see what Kozlowski can do to keep Amor off of P8. Danilo Tolu looks like he's just overtaken Norris. Let's go down there to see what's going on over here. Does Norris desperately wants that position back though? What will Norris do? Oh, and Tolu's run wide with that allows Norris to come right through, and we're going to quickly head back to Amorin, but and Kozlowski is Amor really wants to overtake this Mercedes of Kozlowski in car number 944. And car number 944 has been given a second warning for weaving on the straight, so if he continues to do it anymore, I believe that will be a black and white. As Amor looks to try and make the move on the inside, but it's not quite there for them. It's right on the tail of Kozlowski. As Tolu is right on his tail of Norris again. There's two really good battles going on here. But I don't want to leave either. I don't want to leave one for the other, because I know when I do that, things will just go. Something would happen. Finally gets past Kozlowski as Tolu does not go past Norris. What will Kozlowski do when coming back?
Andò il coglione.
And Amor is comfortably pulling away from Kozlowski just there. So we've got Gifford and crowd down in P22 and P23 looking like there's a nice little battle going on just there. Coming down this long front straight, there is Corral. Ash Mason, he's got a yellow. What's gone on with Ash? And he's spun off the track. That's unfortunate for the Phoenix Racing Team driver. But quickly, let's go back to Gifford and Crowell. As Crowell has just made the move on Gifford. Does he get it done? Yes, he does. Kozlowski coming back at Amor in the Mercedes, pulling a 500th of a gap. Gifford pulling behind, so losing time against Crowell as he's gone very wide into that corner to try and keep challenging him. Kozlowski now 400th of a second. Let's go see what's going on with these two right now. Phoenix Racing driver trying to do everything they can to keep the Mercedes driver Kozlowski. As Desh is given the Desh to. 2 hours. I'm just going to take a 5-minute break to fill up the water bottles and stuff, and then I will be back. Hopefully nothing too exciting happens. Once again, on the looks of my timings, Erdman wants to make the move again on Solon. This ball is now yet again pulled away from his milestone. Straight line speed it has. We'll go to Erdman and see what we can do against Solon, who has the back marker of Winter Mantle. And Solon was just held up by that back marker, which allowed Erdman to make up some time. Does he go for the inside move? Oh, can he get it done on the inside? No, he cannot, because Erdman is... But yes, he can do it on that next corner, because Solon just got caught behind the back marker. But what will Solon do? Will he come back at the McLaren driver of Phoenix Racing Team? Can he come back? What does Solon do on this big long straight? The two of them in very equal machinery cars. Erdman holding that inside line perfectly, keeping Solon at bay, but will Solon be able to carry the momentum through that final corner? Erdman trying his hardest to keep Solon at bay. What does Solon do? Solon comes around the outside and keeps the momentum flowing through that corner. He's run very, very wide around that corner. That means Erdman gets the position back, but Solon will not give up. Hopefully Erdman can use this back marker to his advantage to keep Solon out of his sight. As Erdman trying to keep Solon behind him, that back marker got out of the way, not as Erdman
Il
probably
drive through lo devo fermare sulla piazzola o devo solo entrare?
right on his tail.
No, mi sono passato.
Minchia, un taglio ho preso allucinante, un taglio.
Solon looking to make the move on the
Costa
outside there,
Riccardo.
not quite enough pace for
Pure
him
la
to go around the
stronzata
outside to
di
come
taglio.
down this pit straight. What does Solon do coming into the turn? Erdman trying to keep Solon at bay. Erdman trying to keep, just manages to keep him going. Solon just not enough pace to get past the Phoenix Racing driver. Little squiggle there. Oh, and Erdman has hit, Solon has hit Sluiters. Solon has hit Sluiters trying to come out with the back marker. That's not very, that's unfortunate for the Audi.
Non è un problema, abbiamo margine.
For the Ferrari driver. He's only lost the place though, so it couldn't be too
Almeno
bad.
così ora
Not
ci
too
dobbiamo
much
azzerare
damage.
questi spike di taglio.
Sì, sì.
That means Erdman comfortably can now continue on. Sluita's looking like he can take a continue on comfortably with Cameron Norris from, I believe that's Australia. From 10 Controls White Point Rating, sat in P17, just chilling, having a race of his own. 8.8 seconds to Danilo Tollo behind him and 38 seconds to the person in front. He's just having a good race, a nice fancy drive through the French Le Castellet region of Marseille. So, incident between car 720 and 117 at the end of lap 25, start of lap 26. So that's car 720, T Burl, and what was it, 117. Winter Mantle given a warning for ignoring blue flags. Gifford has got a yellow next to his name. What's going on there? Where are you? Let's have a look. Gifford looking like it may have just run a little bit wide. Potentially with a spin. As Norris has hit Gifford, I think, or Gifford hit Norris. I don't know what happened there, but it looked like Gifford slowed right down. Or Norris slowed right down, just touched the back of the other McLaren. Right, you know what? There's not much going on right now, so I'm just going to go and take a little break right now. I'm going to leave you with the autopilot, autocam, sorry. Continue with Byron Thompson of Intercontinental Racing from South Africa. Enjoy.
Di minchia. No, testa di minchia. Sta piovendo. Va bene, va bene.
C'era il tempo di andare in bagno e fumare una sigaretta?
Sì.
E perché forse se avete fatto il drive-thru ti ha anche azzerato lo stint.
Sì.
Giusto?
Sì, sì.
Ok, allora vado.
Io non capisco perché sto perdendo tutto sto cazzo di tempo.
Samuele, scusami, quanto hai di stint fatto in questo momento?
47, 48 adesso,
Vabbè, devi...
12 minuti circa.
Sì, no, no, devi guidare finché hai benzina.
Benzina ancora c'ho 30 litri.
Lo so, per questo ti sto dicendo. Perché quantomeno diamo una macchina più scarica possibile ad Andrea dopo, hai capito?
Ok.
Guida finché hai benzina a sto punto. Perché dobbiamo ottimizzare così a forza.
Have returned. I have my water and stuff. Got to keep this throat nice and stop it from getting dry. Number 720 of Burl and 297 don't think there is a 297. I think they mean 247. On lap 30, 15-second time penalty for 297 for causing a collision with car 720. Just staying on board with Kozlowski and Bell right now, as they seem to be the only two with a little battle right now. For P9. Bell is now 100th of a second behind him. What does Bell do on this straight? Moves to the outside. What can Kozlowski do? Does Bell keep the momentum going through the corner? Not so much. Kozlowski's just pushing Bell a little bit wide. And the name coming off the track, I believe, somewhere.
Eccomi.
Fermate proprio.
Valhurst, of course, wanted a little bit of the action. Kozlowski just keeping them at bay ever so slightly as Mutt comes into the pits. Kozlowski's still not making it easy for either one of them. As Bell moves to the inside, nothing there, not quite far enough ahead. Ian has come through, the owner of the motorsports, has come through with a raid. Absolutely beautiful, guys. Welcome him. If you haven't been tuning or don't know what's going on, we're doing some GT3 endurance racing, 4 hours of Paul Ricard. You can see that we've got 2 hours and 3 minutes left, approaching the halfway mark. Some really good battles going on today, a couple of penalties here and there, but drivers took them on their chin, kept telling them they're still pushing hard. So we're around the lovely French track of Paul Ricard of Le Castellet, and we're currently on board with Kozlowski, with Bell and the host, sorry, right behind them, battling for P9 right now. Just looking forward to see what else is going on. There's not much going on as Venema once again with the yellow. Just want to quickly see what's going on. The little car is just, I think it's just having a little bit of a difficult time getting some grip right now. As Bell right on the tail of Kozlowski's Mercedes. What does he do here? Down this long straight, right on their moves to the outside. Verhulst looking as well. What does the McLaren do? Coming down the outside of the Mercedes. Can the McLaren get the move done? At the minute, he has. But what does the McLaren do when coming back into the corner? I don't think there's much Kozlowski can do to defend against this, as Bell will be able to carry so much momentum. Kozlowski trying to keep the position as McLaren nearly ran wide. But Kozlowski trying to come back at at Bell right now, with Verhulst trying to take his nose, and Verhulst has got past Kozlowski as well, while Kozlowski was trying to attack back at Bell. But Verhulst is not going to make it easy for Kozlowski is not going to make it easy for Verhulst as he comes back and retakes the position of P10. As Verhulst comes into the pits there, so that leaves that battle there. Drivers will currently be making a pit stop now, if there is only 2 of them in the team, due to sync times. Well, either way, depends really. Drivers coming into the pits, there's a mandatory pit stop and a mandatory driver change.
Salvo, ci sei?
Cameron Norris just having his own race right now. He's just chilling. The host has just come out of the pits, so it won't be Cameron Norris will not be able to battle him. As we now on board with Byron Thompson of Intercontinental Racing from South Africa. There we go, there's the halfway through mark. We're going to go on board with Bella, see what's going on here between those Ash Mason and Mario Bella from Short Racing. Ash Mason looking to make the move. As Bella has spun out,
E
Mario
vediamo
Bella
la
has spun out.
bellissima
That allows Ash
inquadratura
Mason to come in and take P18.
dallo spoiler,
Also
dalla
create a
lettone
nice,
posteriore
about a 3-second
della
gap between the
vettura
two
di
of
Mario
them.
Bella, Short Racing,
Oh, that's just quite
pilota
unfortunate.
M,
That
ora
could
inquadrato
come out to be a
invece
nice battle there.
il retro di Ash Mason con la sua Ferrari 296. Phoenix Racing Team,
Samu,
anche lui
appena
pilota
arrivi
AM,
al Mistral di
AM.
nuovo, inizia a aggiustare il pit.
Hanno fatto unica categoria, ok.
Sì, ma in teoria lo può
Gara
fare
endurance
Salvo,
molto-
cosa o già l'ha fatto.
bella,
Vediamo,
a quanto
porta a
pare, no?
contattarlo
Siamo
per-
riusciti a
che non
risolvere anche
risponde.
con l'audio. Proprio all'ultimo, però insomma
L'ho
all'ultimo,
chiamato.
no dai, diciamo forse dopo una quarantina di minuti di blackout, forse un'ora di blackout sonoro.
Sì, sì, mi sa che ha
Ma
sistemato
ora
tutto.
finalmente possiamo seguire la
Pneumatici,
gara con
carburante.
l'audio in sottofondo.
Pneumatici 10.
Esatto, bravissimo.
Ok.
Just trying to see
Ragazzi,
if there's been any incidents reported
Oh,
through
salve.
the race control.
Allora, sto chiamando
None
per
as of
il
yet.
pit.
Got
Allora,
a bit of a.
vi hai già regolato tutto, no? Del pit.
Of course I can.
scusa, non ti ho capito.
Del pit hai già regolato tutto.
Pit ho già regolato tutto. Dobbiamo vedere se dobbiamo fare modifiche al
Per
setup.
questo.
Sì, fatto bene a chiamarlo. Allora,
Of course we can go see the little car. Now this car has an amazing livery and it is my favourite of
Controllami
the
le pressioni.
entire
Allora,
race.
l'anteriore sinistra 24.5.
24.8 io qua c'ho.
nel
Abbassa.
senso, in questo momento, tu hai come riferimento tuo, sì.
No, per il pit, per la strategia.
Allora, pit strategy. Allora, lui ha ancora 12 litri.
Sì,
L'ultimo
ma già
giro,
siamo a un'ora e 16 secondi, anzi a 20
L'ultimo
secondi.
giro, questo è l'ultimo giro che puoi fare.
Ok,
Ma
allora.
entro adesso o ne devo fare un altro?
No, fanne un altro, fanne un altro. Allora. Innanzitutto, chi guiderà? Guido io?
Sì.
Ok, devo fare modifiche sul...
Intanto metti pneumatici e benzina.
già fatto. Pneumatici, cosa devo
Ok.
mettere? Pressioni.
Allora, 24.5.
Anteriore sinistra,
Moray is
24,5.
in the pit, so our class
Anteriore
leader has
destra,
just entered the pits
25.5.
after a very strong
Ok.
2 hours.
Posteriore sinistra 24.6.
As
Sì.
Bell and Davies make their way
25.1.
into the pits, as Davies has made their way out of the pits, just as I said
Ok.
that.
Dovrebbe andare bene.
Pilota io. Applica strategia. Dimmi se la sta facendo, Samuele.
Sì, sì.
Ok.
Venema, sorry, coming into the pits now. As we're then going to go and spectate Thompson. Moray has come out P5. Wait to see who has taken over the driver.
Gasta numero 44
They're
ha preso
all
più
looking-
drive-thru.
There's been no
Che giri che
retirements
ha
either,
fatto.
which is good. Ash Mason has got a yellow and has returned to the pits as well.
Ok, rientra.
Incident between 720 and 117, lap 24, racing incident, no further action.
Ricordati di darmi la corrente.
Sì. Va bene.
Bravi. Speriamo che non scasso tutto io.
Dai, ottimo.
Ah, c'avevo la macchina davanti. Corrente te l'ho data, Salvo.
Fammi il conto alla rovescia.
29, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, vai.
Mi dite se posso andare tranquillo?
Vai.
Oh, hello.
Togli
That
il
was Hyla
limitatore.
going for a little
Vai,
spin there.
esci. Vai. Vabbè ragazzi, io vado a mangiare qualcosina, arrivo subito.
Vai.
Sì.
Oh, there's a fly in here. It's right around my screen. Sluitis comes into the pits. So does Barmagarten. Well, coming out of the pits actually. Josh Wood for Phoenix Racing Team following him now. Sat in P22. Definitely not what they wanted to be, but there's still just under 2 hours still to go, so... Not much going on right now. Cars are kind of settling in as... they're in the pits, that'll be why. This is Haddad's time to take back P1, which he will do comfortably. That should be them then set for the rest of the race.
Per fortuna non mi ha dato taglio lì.
Schmidt and Reinke roll out of the pits. Schmidt has actually undercut Reinke, as Thompson has gone for a little spin somewhere. Schmidt has pulled the undercut on Reinke, which is quite something at the minute. But Reinke is not letting that slide. Gonna go on board with these two right now. Wait, Schwerty now, sorry. But it looks like Schmid wants that P1.
Tutto ok?
Sembra di sì. Perché mi la bandiera gialla? Bandiera blu?
Perché quello dietro ti deve doppiare.
Davies looks like it's just overtaken Thompson, but I don't know if that's off the back of Thompson having a little spin.
Non ti riesce a raggiungere.
Oh, Schmid has closed the gap to
Dimmi quando lo devo
Haddad
far
to
passare.
200ths of a second.
Porca troia, ho sbagliato l'uscita.
As Schmid has taken a little spin and he's gone back to the pits.
C'è ancora mezzo secondo
I
dietro.
don't know if that was a little spin actually, or if it was just slowing down because it wanted to get into the pits. That's less pressure off Haddad, and that puts Schwerty back into P2, which is where that car originally came into the pits.
Sì, sì, bravo, bravo.
Not much really going on right now between the guys, so they're all just kind of chilling, making their way through the packs, counting down in this last half. The track temperature has gone up to 31 degrees as the temperature outside has gone up to 25. Well, actually, Diretta wants to overtake Stam. Jan Stam has run wide, but Diretta has also got a yellow.
Non tagliare così tanto lì perché ti dà il warning.
Ok.
As he's just leaving Diretta behind, but I don't know what's going on there. But now Davies has got to be careful because Stam is coming right up on their bum, their tail.
Qui ci sono ragazzi, mangio e vi guardo.
Sì.
Weimar wants Girold. Just going to stick with Dave. Oh, Norris has gone for a little spin. That has allowed Davies, but what does that What does that mean for Stam? Oh, Norris has gone into the pits. Oh. We'll go to Weimar, who is looking to make a move on Girold, who I believe is from this Phoenix Racing Team versus Phoenix Racing Team right now, I believe. Yeah, it is. What can the two drivers do? Philip Weimar really looking to try and make the move on his... What would you call him? Similar team, same team, teammate? Not necessarily teammate, but they're part of the same racing team. Girold. What will happen down here is he's 100th of a second. Does he try and make a move? He moves to the inside. Is he far enough ahead? Yes. As Weimar gets the move done on Girold. And of course we can go to 18th, which is Mario Bella. It's coming down.
Come sono le sessioni?
26,3. Vabbè, tutte buone, con temperature tutte buone.
Ok. Comunque Sainz ha fatto pole position.
No, se è finito, digli di venire qua che mi serve un aiuto.
We're going to go to Stam again and see what's going on with these two over here. As Drea wants to make the move, goes on the inside. Does Drea get it done round the Porsche? Yes, they do. Nice little move there from Drea to make it past Stam, who's now got 800 per second. It's just flying. He's just gone. Now a second plus. We're all really trying to fight back against Weimar right now. Or Weimar. Just check to see if there's anything else that's come out from race control. I don't believe so. Nope, there's nothing. Looks like Weimar is just pulling away. Yes, they have, as Gerald is now a second ahead, and we're just going to go and re-enable the autopilot to see who we're going to go on board with. We've gone on board with Ethan Davies from Phoenix Racing Team in the McLaren. A best of a 155, and their last being a 157.425. Just keep an eye on the timings. I don't see what much is going on. Those cars are kind of just settling in. I hate that view. It just breaks my ears. I don't know how it must feel for you guys. That just breaks my ears completely. Now on board with Cameron Norris, who would want to think he looked like he's had a decent race, to be fair. He's obviously not probably where he'd hoped to be today, but you know, things happen. He's kept his head down. It seems like he's kept going. So, also, if one of your teams there's been an announcement. If you looks like you go over the 65 minutes timer, the sim is giving you a drive-through penalty. Feel free to ping Adam in the Discord, in the Endurance General, so they can remove it. Because the game is just giving instant drive-throughs. 44 car. Who's in the 44? The name it. Yeah, I don't know what happened. It looked like it got off well, but now they're just kind of. They're what? 15 seconds behind P22 of Josh Wood. Not exactly too sure what's happened with the little car. Let's go to our leader, El Haddad, of the Rolling Goat. As I believe we might be about to see a battle between Mario Bella and Andrew Heiler. Yes, we are. We're going to go to that there. We're going to go to Andre Heiler and Mario Bella in both the Lamborghini and the McLaren. What can they do as Heiler takes the inside line and gets past Mario Bella quite easily there. Right, can we not attack each other in the chat, please? If you wish to have words privately, please do so, but not in the chat. As we now go on board with Wintermantle, car number 117 for Speed Force in the Aston Martin. Once again, guys, there's not much going on apart from this Tyler Bella sort of interaction that we've got going on. So we're just going to stay on board and see what Mario can do to come back at Andre Heiler. Well, I mean, just looks there that Heiler is just ever so slightly just inching away from the short racing driver. Mario Bella has spun and has come off the...
Anculo. Perdo tutto in quell'ultima curva. Rispetto a chi ci insegue.
Non ti preoccupare.
That worked? Is that better? Mr. Bella has also spun, but we'll just go back to car 44. That's good, cool.
Buono, buono.
Ma ho perso una fracca di tempo prima.
We are approaching 1 hour and 30 minutes left of this. Is car 22 playing on a controller? There's no way Josh is on a controller right now. There is no way. There's generally not much going on at the minute, unfortunately. Winter Mantle looks like he's taking a little bit of a spin. Oh, hello. Yeah, Winter Mantle. Don't know what's
Non
going
so
on
proprio
with
come
that
cazzo devo
car
affrontare
there,
sta
but
curva io. Cioè non ne ho proprio la più pallida idea.
Josh is on a controller. Jesus Christ.
Consigli per gli
That's a real
acquisti?
skill right there.
Allora, io in ingresso non mi allargo molto. Comunque tengo un po' il muso puntato verso il cordolo. Cioè non faccio il sinistra-destra poi, capito? Cerco di rimanere più attaccato al cordolo della curva precedente. In modo che poi gli arrivo dritto alla curva lì.
You think he has a wheel, but he's... What? Gaultieri's gone yellow. Should try and see what's happened there before we can miss it. I think I've just missed it. He must have just taken a little spin, I reckon.
Prova a allargarti di me nell'ingresso.
Quando vado a destra?
Sì, non andare troppo a sinistra.
Track temperature has dropped by a degree.
Non si leva dal cazzo. Ok. Comunque stai girando sugli stessi tempi del secondo praticamente.
Vabbè, ma quello è il driver più scarso del secondo equipaggio. Tu devi parlare di equipaggio, non di...
Vabbè, per dire,
Ah,
per darti un po' di motivazione.
ma vaffanculo. Diceva il poeta. Devo girare prima. No, non riesco proprio a capire come cazzo farla.
Drea is closing in on Ethan Davies, so we're just going to go and head over to their perspective.
Fino adesso io giro sul 55,8. Arrivo là. Badabum. 57.
See what Drea could do for the RWE crew Vice.
Veramente inizio a perdere già dopo il curvone qua.
Vabbè, adesso non ti preoccupare troppo, fai la tua gara e basta. Ma non ti allargare così tanto in ingresso. Non andare troppo a sinistra. Non gli abbiamo dato un anteriore così forte da riuscire a fartela fare.
Ok.
Quindi non lo fare.
Diretta still pushing for that move on Davies. Davies trying to hold out. Ooh, Dry thinking he could maybe go at the inside there or Davies, but the move is just not on for them. Dry taking the wide outside inside line. I was gonna balls up that commentary there. I don't think I saved it anyway. Davies took the wide outside line while Dry thought about going at the inside there.
Frenero leggermente prima.
As for host in car number 32, just maybe trying to make a move on Giroud soon. Going to monitor how these two go and see which one's looking like it's going to go somewhere first. It looks like it could be the host in Giroud, but we shall see. Well, Risenhow is trying to make a move on Gaultieri from the timings is what I can see. Haddad's still in P1 with Schwerty making a gap on P3. Dry going for a little slip and slide there by the looks of things, but it might have paid off for him. He's given a bit of a nicer line into that turn, which has allowed him to pick up some speed into the next turn. Coming through, maybe catching up with some momentum. Verhulst just dropping ever so slightly back behind Giroud, with Risenhower dropping back into the 1 second. Oh no, he's dropped into 700s with Dry really pushing that Mercedes to its limits right now. Verhulst definitely looking like they're going to make the move first. We're just going to stick with these two right now because I wonder what's going to happen into this two. Oh, what do I do? Verhulst is... Oh no, we're fine. Excuse me. Michael Dry right on the tail of that from McLaren. But we're just going to go over to Verhulst and see what's going on over here. Because Verhulst looking like he's wanted to make a move on Giroud. What does Verhulst do? Just has to back off ever so slightly out of there. Coming into there, about to do through the final corner before the pit straight. Got a nicer exit than the Ferrari, but what does the Lamborghini? Does the Lamborghini have what it takes to capitalise on that? As it moves to the inside. Verhulst tried to make the move work, and he does. Coming through, does Giroud fight back? I don't think they do, or do they? Israel is literally on the tail of Davies. We are going to go to these two. I'm very sorry, there's just so much going on right now that we need to see, but this is where the battle is at with these two right now. Ethan Davies keeping that Mercedes at bay behind them. Oh, Giroud wants to make a move back over on Verhulst. Quick, 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 quick. What is going on here? Does Giroud get past Verhulst? No, they do not.
Ma porco Dio.
There's two really good battles going on right now. As I think this is Haddad. Yeah, Haddad's looking to lap Davies and Dreyer right now. Verholst and Giroud just swapping places again. These two just can't keep their eyes off each other.
Allora, tra poco ti arriverà dietro il terzo. Ok?
Ok.
Sta a 3 secondi adesso.
Just gonna go take a little sneak back at Drea and Davies as Davies.
Magari guardando come la fa lui, mi paro pure io.
Against Drea.
Ottimismo, Gianni!
Dai, stai girando come il secondo, dai, sui suoi tempi.
Vai a venderti il culo. Vai a battere i paglia, Palmieri!
Dove li metti? Dove li metti? Alle 5 partiamo.
Bravo.
Doesn't think the move is on for this lap anyway this time around for them. Gaultieri and Reisenhauer have just swapped places, with Gaultieri just dropping back ever so slightly. We've missed that one.
Buona, dai, questo è un buon giro,
Drea is right on the tail of that McLaren, but Haddad could make things difficult. As Drea has run off the track, Drea has gone wide. That means Davies has had the breath of relief that they are looking for, because the car behind is not for position. Haddad will be coming through, but Drea has made a very good comeback from that. As Davies lets Haddad through, no questions asked, as Haddad is in the lead of this race. I think we should go follow Haddad for a while, because this team has just had a phenomenal race so far. They've led every single lap. They started P3 and went to P1. Okay, that's not the biggest one, but they have just capitalised on everything. 24.7 seconds ahead of P2 of the Max Schwerty. They are just on it right now. This person's just had this team. They have led every single lap, pretty much. Every single, just been the lead car. And Stam looks like they've gone off as well. Yeah, Stam's had a little spin there, rejoining safely behind Ventremel.
No, Jump Stam così tra capo e collo no.
But yeah,
Vai, Jump Stam, vai via.
Just an absolute phenomenal race from them so far. Can't fault them on anything they've done.
Attenzione dietro, C'è un secondo quello che si deve doppiare. Cioè che ti deve doppiare.
Sì. Vai via, Jump Stam.
Mataranco's trying to make a move on.
Il mio caro Stam, io già ho problemi di mio.
So we're just going to follow these two for a
Metti
bit,
pure tu,
see
sono
what's going to
rovinato.
happen, see what comes from these lot. See what happens. This is Phoenix Racing versus, I think Short Racing was the team name. As Stam once again looks like they've had a spin. They may be going into pits though, I don't know. No, they've had another spin or went off track momentarily. Mario. Oh, Mataranka has got Mario Bella. That's what I get for trying to have a look at what's going on in the race control as Mataranka is now pulling away from Bella. We're just going to head back to Davies and Drea as Drea is back on the tail of Davies, sorry. But there is a back marker in the way. Oh, is there? No, it's not. No, there's not. I thought there was. Well, I was going to say, I think I'd love to get that out the way, but... what can Ethan Davies do to keep Drea behind them? Is this the lap for Drea to take P12? Or is this the corner? I don't know. Ethan Davies got to be very careful. Drea leaving enough space. And Ethan Davies had to be run wide because Drea has just run in wide and Drea gets the position as Davies had to run off track, unfortunately. PRT power, unfortunately not Hydra. PRT power was not there for them today. But let's hope Davies can keep pushing, keep his head down and make that position back up. We're going to go to on board with Weimer and Cavallo. As Josh Wood has got a drive through, but I'm assuming that's for the stint timer. As Philip Weimer from PRT. PRT power indeed is making time on Cavallaro. I should really just yawn and then talk. Oh wow. Charlie, hello. Who are you? Tell us, are you driving or supporting? And if you are supporting or driving, tell us who you're supporting or driving for. Ah, I'm guessing you're a steward, actually. Yeah, Weimer got Cavallo. Once again, I've 1.4 seconds on that. Not much going on either. Another standout driver for us today has been, well, not driver, the team has been the team that Max Schwerty drives for, which is Sim Projects Racing. They've been another good standout team, P4 to P2. I know it's obviously not a big difference, but the way they've just managed to conduct themselves into lap 1 until lap 89 currently, as we're currently approaching the final 1 hour of racing around Paul Ricard. Some of these drivers are probably thinking, thank God, their feet will probably be cramping up, hands might be cramping up from all the gear changes. Josh Wood closing in on Mataranka, the teammates of Phoenix Racing Team 6 and 7. Josh Wood has just gone slightly wide there. Hopefully that hasn't made up too much of a difference. Actually, he's kept it quite nice and tidy, as Mataranka ran a little bit wide there. As Gaultieri has gone into the pits now. Drivers coming into the pits for their final pit stop, you'd hope. Change of drivers for the final stint. As Josh Wood goes up the inside of Mataranka, I think that was that. Yes, it was. Josh Wood has overtaken the teammate of Mataranka, I believe. I'm still waiting for my things to update, but I don't know. I literally don't know. Or was it? I have no idea. Let's go on board with Cameron Norris. See what these two are getting on with. Over here, there's a couple of nice little 1 second gap between the two of them. I think that's the closest between any of the drivers currently. Oh no, Josh Blizzard at the top. As Cavallaro comes into the pits. Campic back in the Mercedes P4, exactly where he started. As it looks like Norris has got a bit of defending to do from car number 73, which is being driven by Andre Heiler right now. Healer. Hang on, Andre Heiler looks to have had a little spin. I think Heiler's had a little spin. Oh, that's unfortunate for the German. But Norris comes into the pits, as I believe that's his stint time done.
E abbiamo visto i pit stop, ci sono stati i pit stop del pilota Salvatore Cavallaro, e ora vediamo con chi rientra. Andrea Palmieri è rientrato già da qualche giro, e credo che ora debbano fare il pit stop anche tutti gli altri, perché per adesso ho visto comunque l'indicazione del pit illuminarsi solo per pochi piloti, quindi in questo momento Palmieri è nono e vediamo un attimo la situazione, se si fermano anche gli altri ha una buona possibilità di riprendere posizioni. Siamo a 58 minuti dalla fine della gara.
12 hours of Bathurst, 6 hours of Silverstone, 9 hours of Kyalami, and then to finish off the season we have 24 hours of Spa. That's one you're not going to want to miss. Spa's always a good track, and it's 24 hours of it. I may be commentating, definitely not the whole thing, but I may be put up to the task because we'll need a lot of commentators for that day. Who knows, by that point I might even be in with my own team. I don't know if that's possible because the season's already started now, but
Ed ecco Andrea Palmieri inquadrato dal suo camera car che sta per tagliare il traguardo dopo... quante ore sono passate? 3 ore e
Closing in
10
now as
quasi
Chartier looks to
di
still have the
competizione.
best lap.
Quindi
However, the best
in questo
last lap
momento è
looks like it went to
ottava posizione per il pilota
Erdman, who
Andrea
settled fourth.
Palmieri di SGS Team.
Hang on a minute. Chartier was P1. Oh, the driver swap. So let's hope that Schwerty can... this is their only one. That was their last stop. Schwerty is looking quite strong to take the win here. See if there's any misstewing actions. I don't think there was, though. There's not much that's really happened, I don't think. Nope, just in general. Yeah, there's not much going on right now, guys. It's kind of all settled down. I don't think there's going to be... Unless one of these drivers has a massive spin, and but they're all kind of nicely spaced out, that they're not really battling anybody right now. So, oh, Schwerty is in the pits. Sorry, I saw the yellow flag on the side, and I was like, oh, wait. But no. Kamplick also coming in. That should put Chartier back into P1. Which it does. As Erdman slides themselves up into P2. Is that the Phoenix Racing Team driver? As Schwerty comes out of the pits with Kampic still in the pits. That is the Phoenix Racing Team driver. I wonder what their stint is. Oh, they're looking fine, I think. I wonder, could this be a P2 for the Phoenix Racing Team driver? Could their strategy have worked out nicely? There's only one way to find out, and that's within the when taking the checkered flag in the next 47 minutes. Is that Stam coming in? Yes, it is Stam coming into the pits.
Andrea Palmieri di nuovo inquadrato in questo settore che ora
Norris looks like a drive-through penalty, but I wonder if that is for
ecco,
the...
appena annuncio ovviamente il pilota dalla regia cambia l'inquadratura.
For the driver's did which the team was just doing.
Sono rimasto abbastanza colpito dal pilota col numero 21 che è in 17ª posizione, che non so se è Chuck Norris, perché se fosse Chuck Norris potrebbe anche tagliare il traguardo prima degli altri, come sa fare lui, no? Quando elimina poi gli avversari. E ora è inquadrato, non so pronunciare il cognome, Mjuk credo, Elias Mjuk, Lazy Sim Racing, pilota tedesco col numero 73. Comunque 2 drive-thru anche per Galli, drive-thru con la BMW numero 70. Ora inquadrato Stam.
Riding on board now with Pascal Galli of IGP Black Duck. That was it, Black Duck driving. I knew it was something weird. Car number 70, the BMW M4. The black and red once again just complementing each other very, very nicely. Comes into the pits as we then ride back on board with Dries Verhulst, the German driver for BHR, driving the Audi R8 LMS Evo 2. comes round, takes that the pin into one of the short cambers, and then round into a corner for the final long straight. I'm sorry, I just sneezed. Whoa. Following now with number P3, Max Schwerty for Sim Projects Racing. Unfortunate at the minute, but I don't know if Erdmann still has a pit yet to do. I don't know though, because their stint timer looks to be okay for the next 40 minutes. So I guess we'll find out. But Schwerty could have been undercut by Erdmann. But there's only one way to find out, and that's... Schwerty just goes a little bit wide into that corner. But if not, Schwerty thoroughly deserves P2 or P3. Definitely a podium today. As we now go on board with Dexter Cray, who is battling Jay German in the Lamborghini. But just in front of him, I believe, is... I think it's Chartier. I think that's the car in front of them. As... German is 10 seconds behind Cray, who sat in P5. Oh, God. Keep doing that by accident. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get any more battles today unless Reisenhauer gets caught up or catches up to Stam. Galley is losing time to Reisenhauer though, whereas Reisenhauer is sitting nicely at 3.8, is losing time to Stam as well now. So honestly, I think we're seeing our final standings right now, guys. What a race this has been. It got really close at times today. Definitely some good standards of racing, but also some issues that need to be sorted out within the teams in terms of their strategies and Potentially also the way they do their driver lineup, in which they see best of who goes first and who goes second. Now on board with Kampic in the Mercedes, sat in P4, the German driver, who's gone into the pits, I think, with a more from Phoenix Racing Team, car number 99, sat in P10. I think they'll be quite happy with that P10 finish today, because they've put up an astonishing fight against some drivers. Definitely some back and forths. Something that a positive note that the team can take away from today.
E andiamo avanti con la gara, ormai mancano 35 minuti e 25 secondi in questo momento alla fine. Andiamo a vedere un attimo, primo Chartier, poi abbiamo Erdmann, Squerti, non so se Squerti o Schwerti, non so di che nazione sia, quindi è anche difficile poi capire come pronunciare il nome del pilota, mi dispiace. Emor, inquadrato in questo momento col numero 99. Poi abbiamo inquadrato ora il 17° pilota, Cameron Norris, non è Chuck Norris, è australiano, che ha scontato il drive-thru e ora di nuovo 17°, comunque insomma non è che abbia perso moltissimo. Non mi ricordo in che posizione fosse, però bellissima inquadratura del tentativo di sorpasso, vediamo, però non ho indicazioni del nome del pilota. Comunque vediamo sta bagarre con il rettilineo, la Ferrari dovrebbe avere qualche chilometrino in più. Vediamo se riesce a superarlo in staccata. Sì, in questo momento è davanti, vediamo se staccata si infila la BMW, no, gli sta dietro e gli ha dato già un bello spazio.
28.8, we're talking Max Verstappen times now. That gap just keeps getting bigger and bigger. They are just pushing, not faulted anything, not a single mistake from the guys. They've done everything right, really. Everything's just been perfect for them. The strategy, the driving, everything. Everything has just gone their way. That was Kevin Chartier from the French team, the Rolling Goat. It's just overtaken the Lidl Beamer, which is definitely not happy. Suffering a lot of damage. They have been lapped by the lead car now. They're on lap 99, whereas the lead car's on 106. That's 7 laps it has gone round them. I was now going to sit on board now with Palmieri of SGS team, the Italian, sat in P8, who is chasing Thibaut, and they are 1.5 seconds behind.
Inquadrato ora Elias Muck, Lazy Sim Racing, Pilota 18° in questo momento nella classifica, e vediamo Palmieri ancora 8º, ok, della SGS Team. Poi altri piloti italiani abbiamo Sala, Francesco credo che si chiami, col numero 17, che è dietro a Miuk. Un altro pilota italiano abbiamo Galli che è 16°, il cane che abbaia, scusate.
They've made up half a second on that lap as we go back on board with Ash Mason from Phoenix Racing Team at number 6, who are sat in P20. Definitely not one of their happiest days, but they've driven quite well. Definitely some mistakes that they'll want to reflect on and also know where they can improve, ready for round 2 of the season. Something that they'll take away, hopefully work on, improve something with the car, maybe just work on the setups now, see what to do with them, so how they can all feel like they've got the right kind of handling with, while maximising the power and the speed, getting the times that they want from the car. But yeah, just something that they can just take away and reflect on as Ash comes round behind Pascal Galli in the 296. As Palmieri has then made another 3 hundredths of a second on Bell, so definitely pushing hard. So we're just going to go sit on board with Palmieri. Palmieri, I know there's a couple of you in here that's cheering on for this team, for the SGS team. Closing that gap to Tobias Bell, the German driver from Phoenix Racing Team in the McLaren. I know some of you are wishing for PRT power right now. Course, Palmieri really wanted to try and make a lunge there, late break and bomb it down that inside, but Tobias Bell covering off quite nicely. Coming down that long straight, how much time can Palmieri take a dent out of on Bell? What do we think? Half an hour left to go. 30 minutes, just under 30 minutes left. What can Palmieri do to get past Bell? Only 100th of a second on that lap. As I said, the McLaren and the Ferrari and the Lamborghini are quite evenly matched in terms of their straight line speed. But I'd like to say that the McLaren loves, more so, not necessarily loves it, but it likes it more so in the corners than the Ferrari and the Lamborghini will. And then definitely the Ferrari over the Lamborghini, and the Lamborghini coming in last there. But the car that, as I said, keep coming back to it, the Mercedes. Campic has put everything into that Mercedes for today. Hello, we've got a yellow with Stan. What's happened here? They've gone for a little spin. Rejoining the track very carefully. Just losing that to Reisenhauer for there, but definitely no accident wanted there. But going back to Campic, absolute phenomenal drive from the driver there today of RWE Crew. and the rest, and the other 2 or 3 drivers that they had. They have just pushed that Mercedes to the absolute limit, and they've got everything they wanted out of the car, because that car is so strong in the corners but not necessarily in the straight line speed. But they have just performed, got everything they wanted out of it. So we're just going to head down to Stam and Galley, as Galley is trying to make moves on Stam after Stam's little spin. And an update for you on Palmieri, still 700 a second behind Bell. As Stam has run a little bit wide actually into that corner. That's going to allow Galley to capitalise on that, coming into these corners just before the pit straight. Hopefully Stam can just start to finally pull away if he wants to retain that position. As Muck has overtaken Norris for P17. That's really going to happen there, as Palmieri has got 300ths of a second on Bell now. What can Bell do to fend off the Italian? Sorry, the Italian.
Di nuovo inquadrato Andrea Palmieri che sta seguendo Birl appiccicato come se fosse una bellissima ragazza.
Just received a 5-second penalty that came in 2 minutes ago.
Nulla.
So at the minute,
Sentiamo
Palmieri will finish in P7 as it stands, as there is a 5-second penalty for car number 720 because they crossed the white line of the pit entry with all 4 tyres.
Vai Andrea, vai, devi considerare questo. Quel pilota lì davanti ti ha offeso, non lo devi buttare fuori ma lo devi superare, punto. Sto scherzando ovviamente. E per animare un attimino appunto la live di questa endurance che
Hang on, what's going on
già
here?
3 ore 40, bravissimo, bello all'interno, vai, spingi, no, non da mannaggia,
Galley and Stam going at it as well. We're just going to move over to that
Birl ha mantenuto
right now.
il massimo della potenza che poteva
Galley is trying to
sfruttare.
go up the inside. Does Galley go up the inside?
E ha
Does he make
retto
it work?
all'attacco.
Does Stam? Yes, he does. Beautifully done by Galley, making it work to get the overtake on Jan Stam of Intercontinental Racing. But Jan Stam coming back at the BMW right now. What can they do? And Galley just hot fending off Stam into that corner, so they just stay as they are put. But what does Stam do going into the big long straight of Le Mans? Can Stam come back on there, as there is definitely a bit more power being able to be put down at one time from the Porsche than the BMW, but the BMW generally, in speaking, will just edge it in those corners. But here what can Stam do, as Bell is now 200th of a second also off Palmieri, but slowly falling behind. Stam cannot do anything, as the BMW is just too far out of the reach and will be probably quite far out of the reach after the end of this lap. As Ash Mason has fallen off track again, taking that corner a little bit too wide, unfortunately. Has not lost the space, but Desh has gone into the pits, the little car. That car has definitely seen better days.
Siamo di nuovo su Andrea Palmieri che è riuscito a passare. Qui probabilmente questo ora è forse un doppiato. Comunque è riuscito a passare Birla. Ora dovrà difendersi. No, quello dietro forse è proprio Birla sulla McLaren. No, quella che vedo dietro è una
The
Ferrari.
incident between car
Quindi
number
probabilmente
70,
un altro
P.
pilota.
Galley, and dash number 44, the little car. No further action, miscommunication.
Comunque in questo momento settima posizione per Andrea Palmieri, inquadrato qua nella live.
"20 minutes left to go. Couple of nice little battles going on. Well, there was. So there's just Galley and Stam right now. So we're just going to go on board with Galley. See what happens here from IGP Black Duck. Stam now 1 second away from Galley, so that battle has moved itself on. As we now go on board with Dries Verhulst, the German car, number 32 for BHR. Who Amor is trying to climb onto. He's 0.9 behind the German driver, so we shall see. We shall see what's going to go on here with the last 18 minutes of the race. Hopefully something will come. We'll get one last battle from some of the drivers. Can the Phoenix Racing Team driver make just one last overtake to get into P10? I don't know how the point scoring system works, but if it's 10 point, if it's P10 like how it works in F1, P10 is all they need. Oh wait, they are in P10. Can they gain more points by getting into P9? Oh no, Amor's run very, very wide. Unfortunately, that's a lot of time lost there. And the battle there is kind of wound down a little bit, but we'll see what Amor can do. Is there only lost 200ths of a second there, which is very much gainable. Actually now riding back on board with Cameron Norris, who once again is just chilling. Just doing what he needs to do to bring the car home. Sat comfortably in P18, just waiting for the checkered flag, waiting to take it. He's having a nice Saturday drive through the French countryside, in my opinion. That's what I would say. And my TV's now trying to turn off again. Don't you turn off. Thanks. I bet you the other one's going to try too soon as well. The Moore has made up that 200ths of a second already on the whole, so hope we'll go back there once they... oh, hello. Oh, hello. They are... Amor has just gained another 200 seconds, just as I said that, so I wonder what's going on here. Let's go back on board with the drivers. see what Amor can do from Phoenix Racing Team. He's only 500th of a second behind the host, who is looking, I don't know, he's looking a little bit uncomfortable in that Audi right now. But only time will tell. As the host is in the slipstream. The host is giving a slipstream, sorry, to Amor. Let's get the drivers the right way round. Amor now only 100 seconds as he moves to the outside. Is the move on into this corner? What does Amor do? He goes round the outside, tries to nearly cut back in, and he takes himself out with Amor, but just sticks behind him and keeping that gap nice at the 300 seconds. Amor probably going to have another take on that. Have another attempt at overtaking the host again on the next lap. As the host is also now pulling away, as it looks like the Lamborghini is just finding a little bit more comfortable in this area, which completely takes out what I said earlier, saying that the Lamborghini is less comfortable in this sector than the Ferrari. But is it? Or is it? As Reisenhauer has slowed down the host and is going to slow down the Amor by cutting in front of him, which is not what Amor wanted. As he moves to the inside to overtake the back marker. What does Reisenhauer do? Does Reisenhauer leaves enough space for Amor, keeping it clean as Amor tries to keep in pursuit of the host in the Audi. Is only a 600th of a second behind him. Going into turn 3, 4 and 5, just before they reach turn 6, before the long Lamaze straight. As Amor is now only 300ths of a second behind the host. What does this mean? Does 200ths of a second? Does this mean the move is on into the final corner as Stammer's got a yellow flag as they have spun again? That's unfortunate. Norris might have spun again as 2. I don't know if they, yes, they have a little spin as Amor is now 100th of a second going in the slipstream of the host. Where do they go? Moves to the inside. Amor moves to the inside. What can they do? Just overtaking. Can they get the edge into? They've got the inside line into turn 7. They have currently got them, but what does Verholst do? Does Verholst go back? No, easy lets them pass. Probably a safe move, and we'll try and retake the position again as they've now gained some time. So that means Sylvain Amor from the Phoenix Racing Team has moved up into P9. We're going to go say hello to my baby, the little car that's just chilling on that long Lamaze straight. It's definitely seen better days. The mechanics are going to have a lot of work to do there. I just think their setup was wrong today. I don't think they had the right setup for this track at all. Just didn't really work for them. As, yeah, it looks like the Phoenix Racing Team of Sebastian Erdmann is looking like they are going to take P2 for today, pinching it off of Schwerty, Max Schwerty, which is so unfortunate for Schwerty as they put in a massive shift, but I don't know what happened. Erdmann's just managed to get the undercut. The strategy's supposed to have been right for Phoenix Racing Team. They are currently sat in P2 with, I believe it's Phoenix Racing Team number 2, this one. Moving on to Campic now. Perfect drive, beautiful drive for the RWE crew. Absolutely amazing from the lot of them. Cannot commend them enough today. They put in a huge shift in that Mercedes. The only Mercedes inside the top 10, as the Merc could definitely lose out time on the straights, but they've definitely put up a huge fight on the long straights to the likes of the Lamborghini and the Ferrari, which just eat the time that they just go. So they've definitely used their they've definitely maximised the car to the best of its abilities right there. Palmieri, a good race from the driver today. Unfortunate for, I believe they have... No, it's not them. It's definitely unfortunate for the car behind Tony Bell or Twist Bell, Tobias Bell, to get the German driver for the 5-second penalty for just crossing that white line. So, some great racing has been going on today, and definitely looking forward for the next rounds of this season. I am enjoying your drifting, yes. I think everybody's having a little bit of drifting round here, because there's just that one corner. I think it's turned 7 and 8. That took that corner just after the long Lamaz straight. You come out of that corner. There you go. Peter Gifford with another little drift back there from Phoenix Racing Team. But yeah, I think it's 7 and 8 out of there. There's just that corner they've just come out of, actually. Like, just after the big Lamaz straight, you come around and then you come around that big, long camber. So there's definitely some drifting been going on there. It's been nice and enjoyable to see. Changes up the driving aesthetic too. So we've got less than 10 minutes to go now in this race. So that's probably another 7 or 8 laps as Norris has a yellow. What's going on with Norris? Norris is it's just a little slow through the coming out of that final turn into the long pitch straight. As we're going to go and ride on board with Chartier. Once again, the rolling goat. What a drive these guys have put on today. 32.5 seconds gap. And they've just been absolutely outstanding. Phenomenal from the guys today. Just something that they'll definitely reflect back on, and it was a good day for them. Definitely a really good day. They've just been in the groove. They've been on point. Absolutely fantastic and lovely stuff from the Rolling Goat team today. Riding on board now with Dexter Cray from Cronus Racing Team. I'm not too sure who that is behind them. It could be Chartier. I've got a feeling it is. No, it's not. I have no idea. Have we got a racing number? Going too fast, I can't see him. Oh, is it Erdmann? Yes, it is. It is Erdmann. I had the wrong type of car. 6 minutes to go. 6 minutes to go. As the top 10 is Chartier, Erdmann, Schwerty, Campic, Cray, German, Palmieri, Bell, Amor, and Verhulst. Every driver in that top 10 has been absolutely outstanding today. No faults from them whatsoever. Just can't fault them at all. They've been on the ball. As you're now inside with Dexter Cray. The final 5 minutes. This is about another 3 or 4 laps. As, this is a driver that has had quite a quiet race, I'd like to say, is Francesco Sala, the Italian driver for FRS JT. He's 17th in the AM, and I don't know, it's just, I don't think it's, they've had quite a quiet race, and they've just kind of pulled away from in front, but never got any closer to Reisenhauer, who is gaining on Muck, not by much. But now saying that Mucky has pulled some time away on Reisenhauer. We're only a couple of 100 seconds, so 21. So Cameron Norris is on wet. Is it drifted? Oh my god, there's a drift. Gifford's had a little incident. See what that's about. Hang on. Gifford's back on track. 10 controls, White Point Racing. And Gifford's got it again. What's going on here? Anyway, is Cameron Norris and Ash Mason has gone off track too. Ash Mason has stopped. I don't know what's going on there, but we'll just go back to Cameron. Just see the drifting that's going on here. So apparently on wets and drifting. So let's see what they do. Yep, there's a little drift there. Very squiggly out there, but that's what you get for putting the wets on. And there's a all right, okay, show offs. Yeah, I think you might. Oh god, this Erdmann, it's just lapped you again. As Campic is closing in on Schwerty. Let's go take a look at what's going on here. Can Campic take Schwerty into the final 2 minutes? What can they do? What can the RWE crew do to pressure Max Schwerty into giving up P3 from Sim Projects Racing? Or what can Max Schwerty do to protect P3 from RWE crew? As Campic is only just 200th of a second behind Schwerty, cutting it close on the braking, taking the nice line in as Schwerty's taking a very, very narrow line as Campic gets a beautiful exit out of turn 2. They're going nearly side by side as Campic just clips the back of Schwerty. Nothing too serious, nothing really there actually, because they managed to keep going and nothing's really stopped as Campic's just lost a little bit of time on that. But Campic applying the pressure now as there's less than a minute to go before the final laps take place. What can the RWE crew do in this situation? As Campic does have a Ferrari of, I think that's Chartier behind them. But that's not what's bothering us here. We want The leader is on the final lap. 30 seconds left to go. What can Campic do in the final laps of this race? As he moves to the outside into the clean air, ready to take that line. This is where the Mercedes will really manage to pull down that gap as Schwerty just goes a little bit wide into that turn as Campic closes the gap here. Campic needs to play this quite safe and not go too wide as it goes in. Getting a nice exit out. Here we go, is the move on. There's only 100 seconds between them. Tries to go around the outside as Schwerty blocks him off. Schwerty tried to keep that position, defending on for his dear life. They've got one more lap to go. What can Campic do going into the penultimate corner of this lap? Will Schwerty be able to hold on to P3? Or will Campic be able to take it as Erdmann tries to go up the inside to go through the back markers? I think that was. Or was that? I don't know. I can't put my money on here. Will Schwerty lose P3 to Campic? Or will Campic just not be able to pinch P3 off of the SRJ Projects team? He gets another beautiful exit out of turn 2, whereas Schwerty takes another narrow line. Campic just pushing that Mercedes to the max and nearly tries to go to the outside line to get the inside, but just backs out probably quite safely to keep the position and have another attempt on a different one as he takes a nice line into turn 4, coming out of turn 5. Turn 6 is where the exit needs to be on the ball as Schwerty trying his absolute best to keep Campic on the final lap of the race. Campic pushing that Mercedes to the absolute limit with Schwerty just taking it on. What can the RWE crew? And we have a winner. Chartier has won the race, the 4-hour endurance race at Paul Ricard with the fastest lap of a 1:54.2. They hold the fastest lap at the moment, but will that be for long? As this is looking really, really strong from the RWE crew driver of Michael Campic. Campic really just trying to push Schwerty into making a mistake as Max Schwerty from Sim Projects Racing is not giving up. Campic's going on the inside. Campic spins. Campic spins. Campic spins. Schwerty has defended off of Campic as Campic spins after just taking a little bit of contact. I've taken a wider inside line into that corner. Schwerty will remain as P3 as Erdmann crosses the line in P2. Schwerty should take P3 now. What a final lap of the race. So unfortunate for the RWE crew driver, but what a battle between the two there. So unfortunate, but what a battle. Wow.
Ed ecco il traguardo,
wow.
Giro
What a
finale.
final lap of the race between those two drivers.
Il giro è finito.
As we're now going on board with the last of the drivers. And,
bella
as they cross the lines,
battaglia.
we have a top 10 of Chartier is your champion of the 4-hour endurance race around Paul Ricard, with Erdmann coming in second and Schwerty finishing off the podium. Campic coming in 4th, Cray in 5th, German in 6th, Palmieri in 7th, Burl in 8th. But does that change? Because Burl has a penalty. No, it does not. Moore in 9th and Verhulst in 10th. That is your top 10 for the Kenco Motorsports round 1 around the 4-hour endurance race around Paul Ricard. As the final car now crosses the line. Fantastic, absolutely fantastic stuff from these drivers. Wow. That was something else today.
E ci lasciamo con questo ultimo commento. Ormai la gara è finita. Aspettiamo che taglino il traguardo tutti i piloti. Mi è piaciuto molto, il commentatore si è esaltato tantissimo in questo sorpasso, e poi è stata bella anche il Norris, quel pilota, se non sbaglio, australiano, che all'ultimo si è messo a driftare.
Kevin
Ha fatto
Chartier
un po' di
of the
spettacolo.
Rolling Goat Racing Team, as all these drivers have put an astounding race on today. Wow. Guys, thank you all so much for tuning in today. This has absolutely been an amazing race. It has definitely been something, and I'm really looking forward to see what the rounds.
Torniamo in studio un attimino che carichiamo lo studio. Comunque bella gara, ci sono stati dei contatti mentre noi avevamo problemi qua con l'audio purtroppo della diretta, quindi vi chiedo umilmente scusa. Purtroppo i problemi tecnici sono sempre dietro l'angolo, non ci si può fare niente, può succedere appunto come oggi, che non si riusciva a far partire l'audio della competizione, appunto della gara. E ancora un attimino così ci vediamo in diretta. Eccomi qua, un attimo che mi metto anche sull'altro schermo. In doppio stereo, in doppio schermo. Un attimo che allarghiamo l'inquadratura. Ok, vedete il simbolino qua alla mia sinistra, questo sotto, il simbolino che è lì sotto in sovraimpressione, è dedicato a un pilota molto giovane e insomma è stato deciso di fare sta cosa per ricordarlo. Io cercherò di lasciarlo il più possibile finché non lo terremo sempre. C'è niente da dire, basta, solo purtroppo tanto dolore. E tornando alla gara, l'endurance, ragazzi, 4 ore è stata bella. Purtroppo la prima ora non sono riuscito a seguirla, poi il resto sì e no, sono sincero. Però comunque è stata veramente una bella battaglia. Ho visto che c'è stata bagarre un po' da parte di tutti, quindi ottima gara. Va bene, per oggi è tutto, ci rivediamo alla prossima live. Ci sta che magari stasera, domani, vediamo, non so se farò qualcosa. Comunque attivate le notifiche. In questo momento siamo in diretta solo su Twitch e su YouTube, ci sono stati dei problemi anche su Facebook, vedrò di capire cosa è successo. E comunque normalmente su tutte e 3 le piattaforme potete scegliere, quindi attivate le notifiche, attivate tutto quanto. Ok, eccomi qua, non c'ero ancora. Oggi brutta giornata tribolosa. Ciao a tutti, buona serata. Vi lascio la schermata degli organizzatori Kenco Motorsport.